Okay, here we go. Now, some of these problems in 5.9 take a while, but there's not that many of them, so it's pretty good. Here we want to find a cubic function whose graph is shown. Well, this is a cubic, so I know that it's going to look something like f of x is going to equal some a times, well, I know the x-intercepts here, so that's going to be x plus 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 because of the x-intercepts. I set this up. Now we have to find out a was, but luckily we have a point right here. So we're going to put in the 4 and the 0 in for the problem. So f of x is negative 4. A remains the same. When we have 0 plus 2, comma 0 plus 1, comma 0 minus 2. Okay, it all simplifies to be a 2 times 1 times negative 2 to 2. And then negative 4 equals negative a times negative 4. Negative 4 equals, well, actually, negative 4 divided by negative 4 equals a, and a equals 1. So the final solution is going to be f of x equals simply 1 for a, so it's just x plus 2 times x plus 1 times x minus 2 is the final answer. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's find out a cubic function whose graph is this. Goes to these points. Now you have to say that we have 1, 2, 3 x-intercepts. So we're going to x. So we're going to have some f of x is going to equal a times x. That's where that 0 comes into play. And then that's going to be x plus 2. And then we're going to have x plus x minus 1. That's the function. Oh, I made a mistake there. That's going to be just an x. Because we put in 0 for x, that's the x-intercept. Then we have f of x equals ax times x plus 2 times x minus 1. Let's plug in 2, 1 into here. Then I'm going to have for y, 1 is going to equal a times 2 times 2 plus 2 times 2 minus 1. And this 2 plus 2 is going to equal a times 2 times 4 times 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. It's going to equal 1. And this is going to 1 equals a times 8. And a is going to equal 1/8. The final equation will be f of x is going to equal 1/8 x times x plus 2 times x minus 1. Okay, sorry for the hiccup, but maybe you learned from it. Anyways, the next problem that I'm going to go over is talking about finite differences. Now, this takes a while, but still I can figure it out. If I take this problem, I'm going to use my calculator as well. I am going to find out what f of 1 is. I'm going to find out what f of 2 is, f of 3, and I'm going to find out what f of 4 is. Should I find out more? Why not? Let's find out what f of 5 is. Because I need to find out what f of those things equal. Now, if I use my calculator here, it makes it easier. I press on, and I'm going to type in the first one, and I'm going to say negative parentheses 1 cubed plus 2 times 1 squared minus 1. And I press it enter, and I get 0. F of 1 is 0. Now, this is nice because I can say second enter, and it all comes back again, and I'm just going to replace it with a 2 and a 2. Press enter, we get negative 1. Let's go to the next one. Let's press second enter, it comes back. Let's type in 3. Let's type in 3. And let's get negative 10. Next one, let's type in second enter, and we get, let's type in 4 for x and 4 for x. and we get negative 33. And let's type in second enter, and let's type in 5 for x and 5 again for x, and press enter, and we get negative 76. So we get negative 76. And now I'm going to find out the finite, and that's going to be between 0, negative 1, negative 10, negative 33, and negative 76. Now, what is 0 minus 1? Well, that's going to be 1. Negative 1 minus a negative 10, that's going to be a 9. Negative 10 minus a negative 33 is going to be 23. Negative 33 minus a negative 76 will be 43. Let's keep moving. This was the first order. Okay? This is the first, we can say first. That doesn't really work. Okay, but 1 minus 9 is going to be negative 8. 9 minus 23 will be negative 14. 23 minus 43 will be negative 20. And so on. Let's do negative 8 minus a minus 14 is 6. Negative 14 minus a minus 20 is 6, and we're done. We have the, let's erase this. We have the first, we have the second, and the third finite series. So we know that this is going to be a cubic function, which it is, because we go to the third, we have 1, 2, 3 lines. We have to stop here because they're the same. Because we're the third, then we're a degree of 3. And we showed that it works. So it was kind of like proving it. Okay, the next one is going to be a little bit more difficult because we're going to have to come up with an equation. Now, they give us what f of a and f of x all equal. So let's find out the finite differences here. First, we start out with, well, we have 5. We only care about the y's, by the way, the f of x's. We have 5, we have 19, we have 49, we have 101, we have 181, and we have 295. Okay, now we need to find out the finite differences because we need to know if it's a cubed, if it's x to the 4th, x to the 5th. We need to know what this function here is. So let's do this. 5 minus 19 is negative 14. 19 minus 49 is negative 30. 49 minus 101 is negative 52. 101 minus 181 is negative 80. 181 minus 295 is negative 114. Now negative 14 minus a minus 30 is going to be 16, actually, positive 16. Negative 30 minus a minus 52 is going to be 22. Negative 52 minus a minus 80 is 28. Negative 80 minus a minus 114 is 34. Okay, and now I'm going to do 16 minus 22 is 6, negative 6. 22 minus 28 is negative 6. 28 minus 34 is negative 6, and we're done. We found out that it says the first, we have the second, and we have the third series. So therefore, it's going to be a cubic. So we know that it's going to look like this. We know it's going to be some f of x is going to look like some a x cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d. Okay, now you need to set up a matrix, or we know also through this we can set up a bunch of equations here because we know a bunch of x's and y's. So let's set this up. I'm going to say this is the same thing as a times 1 plus b times 1 squared plus 1 times x plus 1 times d is going to equal 5. That's like the 1 here and the 5 equals 5. Okay, let's do the next one. Let's do these two. So we have a times 2 squared is going to be 8 plus b squared is going to be 4 plus 2x plus d, which equals 19. Okay, we'll do this a little quicker. let's do the next group here. And let's take a times 27 plus a times 9 plus 3x plus d equals 49. Okay, and the last one, a times 64 plus b, this is a b times 16 plus 9x plus d equals 101. Okay, I'm taking that from these. We only want 4. We only want a 4 by 4. Now I can turn this into matrix multiplication. Watch this. This gets a little bit crazy. Let's take out this and let's turn this into a matrix. 1, 1, 1, 1, 8, 4, 2, 1, 27, 9, 3, 1. And 64, 16, 4, 1. This matrix multiplied by this matrix of A, B, C, and D is going to equal the matrix of 5, 19, 49, and 101. Right? Because when we multiply matrices, it's multiplied, you have to like turn it in and it multiplies through to 5. Next one, turn it in, multiplies through to 19. Turn it in, multiplies through to 49. But luckily, we can use our calculator here. And I go to second matrix. See if I can show you a bit better. Second, turn it on. I'm going to go second to matrix. No, second matrix. And I'm going to go to edit. And I'm going to put these matrices in. Oh, look, I already put them in. I don't want to do all that. And let's go to second matrix. And for the second one, B, oh, look. Oh, no, second matrix. I want to go over to edit. And let's go to B. And, oh, I already put it in. And all you have to do then, after you enter the data, you have to then say second matrix, matrix A. And I want to do the inverse because really I want to multiply this by this to equal this. So we're going to do second. We're just going to do the inverse times B times second matrix B. So we have this matrix A, and this is the coefficient matrix, or we're trying to find x, which equals our B. And I just basically said, well, then x is going to equal A negative 1 times B. And we press enter, and we get our matrix. Our matrix is A is 1, 2, 1, 1. So our final equation will be A is x cubed plus 2x squared plus 3x plus 1x plus 1, which equals f of x. And whew, it took 15 minutes to get through a bunch of problems, but there you go. I hope it helped, and if it didn't, ask me a question in class. So see ya.